Hey guys, knocking everything down around here. See if I get this all in view. Alrighty, there we go. That looks a little better. Oh, can't sleep. So I thought I'd make a video and echoes other than the 7310 and the 4310. And I think some of the newer homeowners have the air filter technology that the 7310 and 4310 have. But other than those two saws, like the 4910s, they're lacking huge. They flow good. The factory air filter can flow good on a 4910, but along with that flow, you get all the other junk. And you can do O-rings and put grease around it. And ultimately, I just don't like the factory filters. And I don't like the filters in the 590 and the 620 and the Shindaio counterparts. I think it's a 600 SX. I think it's the 620 in Shindaio, and I think it's a 591 or whatever. Alex over at A2d Designs, he puts a lot of thought. I know for the 4910s, I talked with him greatly. Now, there were some other, a few years ago, there were some other people that were making air filters I tried out, and you know, A for effort, but it just didn't work out. They vibrated really bad. The Alex put an absolute. Let me grab one. Alex put an absolute tremendous amount of R&D into trying to come up with a really slick air filter for these babies, and I think he pulled it off. There's been a few upgrades and changes, through them. I believe he's offering them. I think I pushed the issue to get a foam kit. I like foam filters. I think, I don't know, maybe it's a long time use of my small engine background. I mean, Breaking Stratton used foam rear filters for years, same with my dirt bikes and stuff as a kid. But I know, like this one with the 3 holes, and I don't get any money for pushing his products. I just didn't want, I don't know what you want to call it, the headache of trying to deal with that. I really wish some dealers and stuff would start stocking his products, because he puts a lot of thought in even how these things are 3D printed and how they'll hold up and not fall apart. And if you don't like the black, like if like I powder coated up the cases on this one purple, and then I just cleaned this really, really good, and that's I think that's great paint. It's like a Walmart, I think it was like plastic coat or something. I can't remember, but I've used Rust-Oleum. Spray paint will stick to them and look pretty good. If you're trying to do things other, if you're not, the all orange ones. Let me set my toy up before I end up knocking something into that. If you leave them like this thing's an absolute ripstone. I'm actually going to be taking this to work. I got some trees I got to cut down at work. I'm actually going to be taking this to work and getting a little bit more runtime on this, so I don't even got to quarter tank of fuel in it. It's about right there. So maybe a half tank of fuel now. After Sawfest, I should have raced this one at Sawfest. Instead, I loaned it out. This is a piston swap, but with the A2d filter setup. Now there's different designs. I think he's got these solid. I think Bodie's version is twisted square side slots, and I opted for the ovals. I actually took a solid one early on and was drilling holes in it, and liked the results. Much better for me. I was much happier because I'm going to show you on that crankcase. Your outlet's right here, and anything that goes up through here. One of the downfalls with this chassis sawdust will come up through here and just completely cake your filter. I found if I Swiss cheesed them, running this style of filter, I could run for much longer that way. But I ended up making some early prototype cages and then cutting a Honda filter and on some of my early ones, and I've got a bigger one that I made that is quite a bit larger in circumference for one of my spicy builds. But I think he's changed this cage for ease of printing and strength. I don't know, I think 3 times now. I think this is the latest version. But I don't promote a product that I don't like. The guy that's making these is awesome. I talk to him off and on. I bounce ideas off him. He is currently making me a one-off custom one for the special build over there. I am super stoked on that. It's gonna be awesome. It's almost scary. Things are turning out so good for that build. Normally things don't work so smoothly for me, so I'm going to take it as a good sign that maybe I'm going to finally get some good luck lately. But this will say B&B, and if you request it, I think you can get the foam filter like what I like to run. I know if I'm building you a saw and we're putting this stuff on it, it will be getting one of these unless you specifically request one of these. But these are awesome. The biggest thing to note on these is I like to put a dab of Loctite on them 2 screws there, and then you have to double check your screws after you run it a little bit. That's the only downside. But these things are incredibly durable. I've not had one break. I had a tree service smash one of their saws, and if I recall, I think it broke the top cover, the bottom cover, and the wedge in this thing was still okay. I ended up cobbing. I had to drill a hole for the compressor. I ended up cobbing a 490 top cover back on it to get them back in action, and the A2d stuff survived it. But just from me putting these on there and then saws that come back that I do tune-ups to and retune on carburetors, I check this, and it is a good thing. Like maybe every time you clean your air filter, check the tightness on this. I don't think you got to do it every single time, but it's just an awesome product. It looks good, totally functional. It is an improvement over stock for airflow. if you're a tightwad, you want to save money. Cutting the X out and sanding inside the stock one is almost similar improvement. But you'll be cleaning your air filter far less with this. And then for the 620s, I don't like the 620 air filter. This is the kit that he's offering. No, I don't think he did a foam kit, because another kit that's offered for these, if you like foam, is Redbeard. And I've got a Redbeard. I had 3 Redbeards, I think, in 3 of my 620s, and then I ran a couple of these, and I like either one. This is super nice for ease of replacement. This, I believe, just a 400 filter, and I've heard a couple things where possibly these were installed wrong for fitment or whatever. So I'm going to show you how I install them. If it's wrong, I guess Alex can chime in here on the comment section. This is a 620 I poured, and somebody's already put the O-ring, trying to fix it. And when I tore into it, it was still ingesting fines. But you get the stock stuff off. This goes on. It's a really nice, snug fit. It comes with a supplied lock nut. I put that on next. That goes right there. I've seen people putting the nut to hold everything down. The nut goes on under here. You don't have to worry about it falling off and going into your motor, because there's no way it can. You'll see here in a second. There's no way the nut can come off. But just like this. I like to snug it down pretty good. Not gorilla tight, because that is a lock nut, but that ain't going anywhere. And then you got your canister, and then this is the piece that goes right here, just like that. Now he's got this outerwears, and I think for those that don't want to mess with the oil, I think he's got an outerwear that fits over this filter for them. And what's nice with this outerwear is the fines that get in there don't get past this. So essentially, like when you shut your saw off, a lot of it, just shaking the saw, the fines will fall off. You're not filling them pleated filters with them V's right in the grooves, get sawdust wedged in there, and without an air hose, you're stuck beating on a thing. But I like to take this tag right here. I like it on top. I'll put it on the bottom. I will put it on the bottom just like this. Get my fingers out of the way. Line up my stud. This has got its own gasket in it. Make sure you get it all the way around. I like the tags up there so they're not in there. And that is a really good filter setup. And these, make sure your choke is pulled out. Make sure your choke still works. And this thing's ready to go. I need to test run this. I have not test ran this thing yet, but it's all ported, pumped up good. I think my buddy's going to be happy with it. It should run good. I've built a lot of them. And just like that, it's upgraded. Nope, not done yet. I guess I got to put a sticker on it. But I'll put that on later. But I'm going to put 2 stickers on that one. I'll put one on my sticker, and then he sent me some, I think these are actually vinyl graphics. I think I'll put one right there, and then I'll just put my sticker. And then so that's how you do them ones. I'm starting to sweat in here because my wood stove's rolling coal. Grab a couple Allens. So the one's right here. Maybe not. I'm missing a bunch of tools. Let me pause you. It was over on the lathe. But to put these A2ds in, I might have to crack a door open, guys. I think that put a bunch of fruit tree in there, and I think it's taken off. Need some of that off. And I think I'm out of Loctite. I need it around to Napa. I like to push the choke down, so when I go to put this end, I have to pull this Phillips screw out. This just goes right here. Now, with this, with the stock one on there, you can get your top cover on and off. You have to pull this if you want your top cover off. It's not that big a deal. It's not really a big deal by any means. Just like that. And let me look here. I don't think I do. I think I'm out. This stuff when it dries up gets pretty gummy. Screws in that. Kind of like a non-hardened Loctite there. Factory puts a little bit on there anyway, but on some of my work saws that I never went back and rechecked on, I have lost a screw. But it's totally my fault, not nothing to do with the. And then I always like to make sure that the butterfly all works good. And then this piece goes on, I call it the wedge. He's got it. I mean, these things are fitting so nice now. Now for the next part, I gotta find it, so let me pause you. There it is. Got me some gloves because this part's messy. I got a quart bottle of that stuff that I can actually just pour out onto my filters. But I don't know where it's at, so I grabbed my screwed up can, aerosol one, and I it got knocked down and broke. So I copped this lid on it, and it don't it don't spray right, but it will. Kind of leaks out of everywhere. Makes a mess. But I like to squeeze. This stuff's got an evaporator in it as the stuff dries out, it gets tacky. It smells totally different than the stuff that comes out of the quart. You see how it's starting to get stringy. Those turn into fly paper. I think it's this one. Just like that. It's got a rubber gasket that goes there. Just to get fed through my wood stove. On with that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just put that rubber gasket on the stud itself. Just like that. Now, let me pause you. I want to put stickers on these things. Alrighty, the stickers are on it. I don't know if he's going to want that back or not. If I do, I'll have to ship it to him. But the A2d stickers on this one. I'm going to set this back over. Under there. That was a retweak, report, I don't know what you want to call it. It was built for one specific reason, and I just retweaked it for a different specific reason. Move my sticky can. So, I got a test run. I got to test run this baby. I need some test wood. But, so that's how I do them filters. I think he might be starting to offer dogs, but they don't look like this. They'll come raw, I think. Or maybe powder coated. He sent me some prototypes. He sent me a few three-legged ones, which I like, and then there's some four-legged ones, which I like. I'm going to try this 5 one on that build and see how I like it. I don't think I've tried the 5-spiked one, but I've only got 2 of these left anyway, and they're the fibers. Yeah. I haven't played with this one much either. This is a really fun saw too. I think it turned out great. So this video is probably long enough, but like I said, if you're looking to upgrade your air filter for your 590, 620, your 490, your 500, the 4910, 501, 492 shin, the 490 counterpart shin, this filter kit will fit all those saws, the 501P, and that filter kit will fit the 590, 620, 600 SX, 591 SX. So yeah, but I'm gonna call this a video, guys. But let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Believe, I don't know how to link it, but I believe Alex has a YouTube channel as well. If you can't find his website, which you can find it by Googling A2 Designs, I think, or you can hunt him down on Facebook. I don't think he's selling on eBay. Maybe you should start to, I don't know. But if not, you can jump over to his channel and message him on his channel in the comment section. He watches my channel, so you might be able to drop a comment in there if you're interested in, and he might be able to get in touch with you too. But I'm going to call this a video. You guys have a good one.